Donte Divincenzo's departure from the New York Knicks has all the ingredients of a classic NBA drama. Unseen trades, rumors, frustration, and even a bit of trash talk. It all started when Divincenzo was unexpectedly shipped off to the Minnesota Timberwolves in a massive trade that brought star center Karl-Anthony Towns. But from what it looks like, the trade was not just about swapping players. It was also about egos, emotions, and some unresolved tension. Let's dive into the story that's keeping NBA fans talking. Or, as Divincenzo might put it, what happens when you let someone run the show. We saw the late September of 2024 being a big moment for the Knicks. The team finalized a major trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves, sending Donte Divincenzo and Julius Randle packing in exchange for Karl-Anthony Towns. It was a strategic move for the Knicks, who saw Towns as the missing piece to elevate them to top status. But in the process, they let go of one of their rising stars, Donte Divincenzo. Divincenzo had just come off a career-best season with the Knicks, averaging an impressive 15.5 points per game. He also set a franchise record for the most three-pointers made in a single season, solidifying his role as well, the man of the match for the team. Knicks fans were shocked, to say the least, and you'd understand why. Divincenzo wasn't just a solid player. He was loved by the fan base for his dedication and hard work. But what's happening behind the scenes? Could there have been more to this trade than just stats and strategy? Well, this is where it gets interesting. After the trade, rumors started spreading. Some sources claimed that Divincenzo wasn't happy with his role on the Knicks, especially with the arrival of Mikal Bridges. Bridges was expected to take up a major spot in the lineup, potentially pushing Divincenzo back to the bench. And no one likes being benched, especially not a player who had just had the season of his life. These rumors suggest Divincenzo didn't want to play second fiddle to anyone, and when you've just set a franchise record for three-pointers, it's hard to accept a lesser role, right? But Divincenzo wasn't having any of it. He was quick to shut down the speculation, saying there were no angry feelings, no mad feelings, nothing like that. It was an initial, damn, I got traded, and you move on to the next thing. It was all love. He made it clear that he wasn't holding any grudges, and in fact, he had nothing but love for the Knicks fans and his time in New York. He then added, "My love for Knicks fans is through the roof. I've said it was one of the best years of my life playing here last year. It's something you dream about doing. I didn't plan to get traded. I didn't sign here thinking, I'm signing a 4-year deal. I hope I get traded a year in." From his words, it's clear Divincenzo didn't see this trade coming. Divincenzo was also pretty blunt about the rumors about Mikal Bridges too, saying, "It was never a thing of, oh, we got Mikal, I'm ticked off. I was super excited because we have a very good player coming back to the team." If anyone thought Divincenzo was sulking over a reduced role, he wanted them to know they were way off base. Now, let's fast forward to a recent preseason game between the Timberwolves and the Knicks. Emotions were already high as Divincenzo faced his old team, but things took quite a turn when he got into a heated exchange with the Knicks head coach, Tom Thibodeau, and Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's father. It all started innocently enough. Divincenzo was at the free throw line, and just before taking a shot, he decided to throw some playful trash talk towards the Knicks bench. His words? That's what happens when they let you run the show. The comment was clearly directed at Thibodeau, and according to Divincenzo, it was all part of an inside joke. Still, you gotta love the confidence, right? But things didn't stop there. After the game, as the players were shaking hands, Divincenzo and Rick Brunson got into a heated exchange that required people to step in and separate them. Divincenzo didn't share too many details about what was said, but he acknowledged the tension, saying some words, "I don't know fully well what was said, a lot of people there, but I really have no comment on the situation. I think we'll both be men and talk about it privately." Jalen Brunson, who witnessed the whole thing, tried to downplay the situation, calling it words of affirmation. A nice way of saying they had a heated chat. Divincenzo, for his part, stressed that his relationship with Jalen was as strong as ever, calling him my brother and my best friend. He went on to push that their friendship was separate from the incident with Rick Brunson and that they would figure it out privately. So what's really behind the trade and the drama? On the surface, it's easy to chalk it up to standard NBA business. Players get traded, emotions run high, and people talking as usual. But when you dig a little deeper, it's clear that Divincenzo's time with the Knicks wasn't without its complications. He may have left New York with a strong stat line and love for the fans, but the heated exchanges and rumors show us clear, unresolved tension.